We get our next unit lesson done, I just very quickly wanted to show you my family inspired by Barbara Hepworth yesterday. As you can see, I've used some blocks, I've tried to use some different shapes, and I've been building up in height. Thank you to those of you that have sent me your family of man inspired sculptures. I have put them up on the Padlet. And many of you were able to access the Padlet yesterday. That's great. Let's see if you can share your artwork later today again. And remember to go in and have a look at the art that your friends are making. It is time for our unit where we are learning about artists from all around the world. And yesterday we opened number 9, which means today we will open number 10. Are you ready? This one is fun. This one is very fun. I'm going to show you the next piece of art. And it is a painting again. This painting is called A Portrait of Dora Maar. So this lady, Dora Maar, the artist, Pablo Picasso, that's his name, he painted a picture of her. Now, is this what we usually see when we draw a picture of someone, when we see a portrait of someone maybe in a gallery? No, it's different, isn't it? What is it that the artist has done that's different? What colors has he used? Do you think Dora Maar had a blue nose? It almost looks like she's got 2 noses here. So Pablo Picasso was a very famous Spanish artist, and this style of art, the way that he drew this portrait of Dora, is called Cubism. It shows objects from many angles at the same time. So you can see, it almost looks like there's 2 faces here. That he painted her from one side, and then on the same face painted her from the other side. So we both see the front and the side of the face. Now, many artists like to explore portraits in a different way instead of the traditional way. I'm going to show you another artist that does this, but first let's have a little look if we can find Spain on the map and look at some other things that Pablo Picasso has done and his Cubism. Pablo Picasso is from Spain. Let's see if we can find Denmark again. Can you show me? Denmark is right there, a beautiful, beautiful green blob where we live. And Spain is this orange country right here. See the S, very small there? Spain. Not too far away either. And usually nice and sunny. This is a photo of Pablo Picasso. You can see his art a little bit behind him. These here are self-portraits that he has made. The first portrait he painted of himself when he was 15 years old, and you can see that there was not much cubism there, which meant that he very much looked at himself in the mirror and tried to draw what he saw. Then when he was 25 years old, he started making his lines a little sharper and trying to get some shapes in there. And as you can see, at the age of 89 years old, that's many years of life experience, Pablo Picasso went all the way in with his Cubism style and his self-portrait. Here is another portrait he has made. It reminds me a lot of the one that we looked at when we opened the frame. I told you I would tell you a little bit more about another artist who also likes to work with portraits of people. But as you can see here, this is a piece of art made by David Hockney, and he comes from the United Kingdom. And David Hockney made this piece of art not by painting or drawing. He took lots of photographs of his mother from different angles, so from the front, from both of the sides, I think maybe even up here you might be able to see that he took some photos from the back of her head, and then he printed these out, cut them all up into pieces, and put them together as a puzzle. But as you can see, he used multiple noses, multiple eyebrows, you can see 3 ears. So just like Picasso, he wanted to use the cubism style, which means you show something from different sides. Yeah? Now it's your turn to make some Pablo Picasso inspired portrait. You can choose if it's going to be a fantasy person, someone who doesn't really exist here in your life, or if you would like to try to make a self-portrait, which is a portrait of you, or maybe you'd like to make a portrait of one of your other family members. As you can see, little Olivia has helped me out with this. Your materials are free of choice. You just need to make sure that you take a piece of paper, white or colored, that's going to be the base of your artwork. Then, as you can see, I helped Olivia cut out some pieces out of magazines. I wanted to be a little bit like Picasso and David Hockney, and I did put 2 right eyes in it from the people that I found, and different size noses and mouths. Don't know if you can see up here, Olivia added a sticker of a chicken leg, which is one of her favorite things to eat. She added some more stickers and colors, and I helped her color in some of the shapes. This is your Picasso inspired art piece. Go crazy with it, have fun with it, use whatever you can find. Remember again, just like with our phonics activity, to check if it is a magazine you are allowed to cut things out of. We don't want anybody at home to wake up tomorrow morning with their cup of coffee, open their magazine, ready to read their nice article that they saved, and get really disappointed because there's a hole in the middle of it where we needed something for our art. Let's not do that. I look forward to seeing your artwork up on the Padlet, if Padlet is being a little bit silly again, because so many people are using it. Please send it to my email. Earliers, have lots of fun with this. We certainly did.